Hello everyone and welcome. This is Linda and I'm here with video 2 of the I Love Cupcakes challenge. As I'm working through this piece of my own design, then I wanted to take you along the journey with me. We already have one participant in the group, Facebook group, that has finished and uploaded her project, and it is so beautiful and innovative and colorful and exciting and fun. I would really like to tell you that you need to go over to the Facebook group and look at that. If you can't find it in the feed real easy, you can put Cupcake Challenge in the little search box, and that should pop it up for you. We only have one that's been uploaded so far. The deadline for the finished pieces is July 31st, so we still have quite a ways to go on this challenge. And I wanted to give everybody plenty of time. This is an involved challenge, and not everyone can just work it through from start to finish. They don't have that much time. But if they have several months, they can work on a little at a time. And if you're like me, I'm on my second attempt. I got almost halfway through on my first attempt, and I did not like it. And I thought, why keep doing something that you already don't like? So I scrapped it, and I'm starting again. And I do think I'm going to like this one so much better. And so I wanted to take you with me on this journey, whether it turns out well or not. You can always learn from the things I do right and the things I do wrong. And I know I do that with other people. I love it when they don't cover up their mistakes, because that teaches me, because often I've made the same mistakes and didn't know what to do about it. So, I like that. So my first piece was nothing wrong with the execution of the piece. It's just the color tones and the feel of it just wasn't right. And I can't really explain why not, but it just wasn't right for me. So like I said, this is my second attempt. Again, if you want to join, you can join the challenge at any time. The piece has to be finished by the end of July. You can go over to the Facebook group. I put the link in the description below. And the challenge post and guidelines are posted. And so it'd be very easy for you to follow those and jump in and join us on this. Okay, this is the graphic that we are doing in a slow stitch. As the guidelines say, we can do it in any kind of slow stitch style we want. So it doesn't matter what you like to do. You can adapt your style of slow stitching to this project. The only thing you must execute is the size. It can't be smaller than 8.5 by 11, but it can be any size bigger than that. And you must complete the 14 different cupcake styles. The background is your choice. You don't have to follow the background on this. So you can make it as busy or plain as you want, and put it together any way you want, okay? So if you want to hand quilt your pieces, you want to crochet your pieces, or whatever you want to do, embroider them, applique them, just whatever slow stitching you want to do. Okay, let me show you what I've begun here on mine. In the first video I made, I showed you the color palette that I was using, the different fabrics that I had pulled out to use, and the different embroidery flosses. I also said that I would probably be adding extra elements as I went, and sure enough, that is what's happening. I do want to create a kind of busy background on this, so I am pulling from some of my fancy fabrics that are embroidered, machine embroidered, And I will be incorporating some of those into my background. I will also be doing some hand embroidery in the background. So whatever uh, strikes me at the time is what I will be using. You can see here that I have the 3 cupcakes on the top, and the 2 left ones here. This one here, this one, and this one. Using the fabric palette that I pulled out in the first video. I am doing a lot of hand stitching on that. Now some of this I haven't even got to stitching yet. I will be coming back with some decorative threads and things and filling in some of my background edges. So I don't know where this is going to end up because I'm going to be adding things as I go along, but basically I've got 3 of the 14 cupcakes on my project. And then the background elements that I want, I've been using flowers and leaves, and I'm going to use this here, and I'm going to come in and do some color stitching around that to kind of simulate some of what's on the graphic. But I'm really looking forward to completing this. As you can tell, the graphic, there's all kinds of styles of cupcakes on here, so it lends itself to using lots of different fabrics or yarns or whatever it is, threads that you want to use, and just create to your heart's content. Just turn it into what you want it to be out of the elements you want to use in your slow stitching style. Okay, but when we get through, no matter what style we personally are using, we should have a very beautiful piece that's just whimsical and fun, and we'll be very proud that we executed it and finished it. It's a lot of work. I'm not saying that it isn't. This is a lot of work. However, I believe that even a beginner can do this, and those who are more advanced can, of course, incorporate so many other things, but a beginner can certainly do this, and they can make it as simple as they need to. Simplify it down and so that they can get it done. Just get the 14 cupcakes. If you just want to make 14 cupcakes, put them on a background, fine, that's it. You don't have to do anything with this busy background, and as I said, but start somewhere and see what you can accomplish with it, and don't give up. Okay, so again, this is where I'm at this point, and I will be making further videos as I go along, and I don't really have to show you the process, because basically what I'm doing is I have enlarged my original graphic. I've enlarged it so that I can cut it up, cut the shapes out, and use those for templates for cutting out the different cupcake elements, and that's working out well. Because my piece is bigger than, it's 12 by 18, I think I said, or 12 by 18, I think. But that works out well for me. I can do that. And my biggest challenge right now is because I am using a very monotone color palette, it is to try to make sure that I keep these elements separate in some way. So that's going to depend a lot on my stitching, I think. For instance, to separate this piece from the background, I believe I'm going to come in with a gold thread that will definitely separate it. It might even go this bright color here. And it'll pop it out and separate it from the pieces behind it. Color is going to be my biggest challenge in this, because I'm working with probably I would call it a monochrome, because it's basically one color. It's all these reds, and even though there's lots and lots of different pattern, the reds will blend if I don't separate them some way, and you won't see the cupcakes. Okay, so I think that's all I've got for this video, and I will make the next one as soon as I get a couple of more cupcakes done. And again, I really would love to have you join us. Just check us out on the Facebook group, Slow Stitching on the Balcony. This is Linda, and thank you for being with me. Bye-bye.